Hello everyone, I am back. I'm investigating the wood knocks or the bang sounds in the Redwood forest. I am moving the Bigfoot camera trap deeper into the forest. For those of you who did not see my last video, I recorded a bang or wood knock on December 3rd. It was one single knock. I had 3 cameras running at the time, and I think I located the area where it came from. And that's up the creek behind the camera that's filming. I decided to take the high ground along the ridge. And I do have some things to show you. That's me up there. Pretty deceiving forest, isn't it? Now I already seen something interesting. Let me show you. These trees are been really bent like 90 degrees in the background there. Now, Bigfoot's thought to do this to mark trails or something, and if it's true, they're great trail markers. Okay, I'm going to speed this up. I'll be heading left along the ridge. And I think in that area there is where I begin to install my first camera. And then the second camera right up there. And let me show you what I found. This grove of trees that I'm calling the Grove of Faces. There is a growth at the base of this tree that looks kind of like Bigfoot. I will be using it as steps so I can get really high up, put a camera up in that tree to get a great view, maybe even up to 8 feet tall there. Now, over on the left there, that's not a monkey and it's not a baby Bigfoot, it's just a log, but sure caught me off guard when I was editing the video. The camera I'm setting up here has had the infrared lights removed, therefore it can be used to collect hours and hours of audio without having the battery drained. And with the light removed, it gives it the opportunity to pick up any bioluminescence or anything that has its own light source. The main study time that I'll have 4 cameras set to is the very early morning from dark to a little bit of twilight. This is the time when most of the sounds I've recorded have occurred. This little guy came crawling out of the tree and thought it was a little snake or something, but I think it's a skink lizard. Kind of a cute little tiny thing. Another modification I've done on half of the cameras, I put a little foam over the microphone to cut down on wind noise. Okay, now I'm going to make my way over to this hollowed out tree and maybe put a camera on it if it looks like something's been living in there once in a while. There's plenty of ground around here that's been stomped down, and there's a little bit of bear sign, so maybe it's the bears, but there's some heavy duty trails through some of this area. Now this piece right here I did not notice until I was editing. See that fresh bark missing? It's got its true color there, redwood. And there's a mark there where the lichens are missing, and it could be that it was hit and some of the bark was popped off. Now at a different angle here, there's a stick on the ground or a big branch. Yeah, it could have been 3 months laying there. There's a lot of debris comes out of these trees in the winter. But all I have is a picture. So next time I go back, I'm going to take a closer look at that. I'll also take a closer look at those bent trees that we saw earlier. Those might have been maple vines, and they do grow kind of funny like a vine, but they're not bent at 90 degrees like that. I guess I'm kind of hiding out here behind this log, making sure no bears come running out. This log's been there a long time. You can see some trees growing out of it. The wood looks kind of soft. That's one thing you think about, something falling out of a tree, a big branch, and just hitting a log. A lot of the logs are old and a little rotten and soft. And all of these ferns everywhere kind of cushion the branch when it falls out of a tree. So this hollow tree has a back door here. I got my bear spray ready. I'm going to get a little closer and then I'll swing around to the side and peek in. You know, something interesting about wood knocks is there is like very few, if any at all, legitimate or good sightings or anything of a Bigfoot with a big club or stick. I think I know of a couple old sightings from the 1800s, but you would think that if people were hoaxing, they would be faking with big stick, like, oh, there's Bigfoot or something, but it doesn't happen. It's kind of odd. Now, I'm not saying Bigfoot don't knock. In fact, even just one knock on a tree can communicate so much to each other. Like if we were out hunting and we were had a pre-plan, when you knock on a tree, come down the canyon, chase the deer down, whatever. One knock could mean a lot. It could also be a very good warning. You can't really locate one knock sometimes, but if you know what it means a lot. Well, what do you think? Something living in there? Maybe. There's room for a bear to lay down in there. There's room for anything to fit in there, really. It's huge, much bigger than it probably looks on film here. Now, over here on the side, next time, I'm going to have to go down here and investigate. There's some old tall tree stumps, or one eroded giant tree, and it's got these big chunks of wood that look like they've been falling against each other. I definitely need to go look at that. It looks like something that would make a loud bang. Okay, now you're going to see why I'm calling it the Grove of Faces. That thing was so weird I had to pan away and look at it. I've seen tree growths look like faces, but the detail of this is quite remarkable. Okay, the camera trap has been reset. Got the cameras running deeper into the forest. I got them set on motion and time lapse in the morning, and I hope to catch something more than a sound this time. So please like and subscribe to get updates. And thanks for watching.